Hello, Terry here, and we're back with Forsaken Place. So, yesterday I have to edit a little bit faster because I was constrained by time. But now, yeah, we can play it normally, which is 30 minutes too, actually. So, where was I? Yeah, we are trying to find the Dagger of Banishment, right? Start to trying to find it. Okay, so yeah, enough talk, let's just continue playing the game, shall we? The Dagger of Banishment is exactly as it sounds. You use it to banish me to the underworld, but it's a powerful weapon. You cannot simply stumble upon it. It is hidden somewhere deep in the arcane forest. Asmodeus goes off on a long-winded tangent, not about the dagger at all, but about the very non-magical flora in the arcane forest. I feel myself losing interest quickly. I try to steal a yawn behind my hand, but he catches sight of it. Oh, by the way, I just tried something. I don't know if it works or not. I try to increase the text size because I cannot see it clearly. I don't know. Does it work? Let's continue. Am I boring you, mortal? As a matter of fact, yes. Got a map? I lost you after Arcane 4. Is this the attitude of a great enchanter? The power of House Corvus is unmatched, isn't it? Unmatched indeed. He's mocking me as he rolls his eyes. Figure it out. We get this done a lot quicker if you just pointed me in the right direction. No, you are a powerful black mage, yes? So, Corvus, let's see it. Asmodeus takes a seat on one of the steps leading up to the altar and crosses his arm over his chest. What he fails to realize is that my knowledge of black magic stems from Ingrid's journal, and unless the information is in there, I don't know of it. All of what Asmodeus has said about the whereabouts of the dagger has been lost on me. Okay then. His attitude doesn't make it easy to confess that to him. Your attitude too? Come on, just a hint. No. He shakes his head firmly and shuts his eye. He leans back into his spot so that he's lunging comfortably. I have a whole lifetime. Well, your lifetime. He's waiting for me to grovel at his feet, but I'm not going to beg him for the answer. I'm smart. I can figure it out. I brought him here, didn't I? Okay. You are really smart. Sure, the one that cannot differentiate between pig blood and a human blood, and use your own blood to summon him. Besides, if you can't even find first place, how will you solve the puzzles to get to the pieces of the dagger? Wait a second, did you say pieces? If you listen to a word I said, you have known that, foolish girl. I can't help but groan. I simply wanted him to tell me some information and be on his merry way. Now there's a dagger to assemble and apparently puzzles too. This wasn't part of the plan. Next you're going to tell me that I have to wrestle a demon or something. Which is exactly you have to do? In a competition of pure strength, a demon would win, so you should hope not. Okay. Asmodeus then begins to chuckle to himself as he checks his nails. He puts them up to his lips and blows off the dust ever so casually, enjoying the time being wasted. My time being wasted.
Lady Corvus.
Okay. You must have solved it by now. What do Ingrid's notes say? They says that you're a... Okay. They say that you're a hole in the bomb. No. Yeah. They say that you're a hole in the bomb. I cannot say the word. Ha, well done, stop it. He goes back to his lounging session, leaving me to figure this out on my own. Maybe something around here can help. What should I look at? The stained glass or the book on the altar? Let's see, the thing is, Asmodeus also looks on both of these things. He have a disgusted look when looking at the book, so I guess the stained glass? Yeah, the stained glass seemed to capture Asmodeus' attention right away. Maybe looking at them jogged his memory or something. I believe some of the art depicts him. I approach the windows and take a long look at them. They seem to depict different demons of note: Lucifer, Mammon, Leviathan, Beelzebub, Belphegor, Satan, and of course Asmodeus. The stained glass depicting him is shocking. He has the same pale skin and horns that he does now, but with no tattoos inside and two very large and impressive wings. Okay. Asmodeus is lying on a bedroll with a sheet barely covering his lower half. He wears a sturdy smile with several half-naked men and women doting on him. Looking back at him sitting on the altar steps, only one thing seems to be the same: the way he casually lounge about, though I don't see the seductive charm the stained glass art is trying to portray. What do you mean? It's a half-naked demon guy. Why don't you see the seductive charm? I hear Asmodeus chuckle from his spot. I see you found my image. Quite scandalous, yes. No kidding. I believe humans call it the 7 deadly sins. I wasn't given much of a choice in mortal stories, even by people who clearly worship me. While some of those depictions are true, mine certainly is not. I was never prancing about seducing humans. He very clearly hates us human, but it seems from not only the stained glass image, but the other as well, that humans and demons live together at one point in time. Though if we say his image is less than truthful, then that might also be a legend. There's nothing else to be learned from this, so I step away. Ah, then the book. Oh, okay, I can see the text down there. Abandon it, I can see half of it. Nice. When I got back to the cathedral, Asmodeus was reading something. I wonder what it was. Some sort of satanic Bible. This doesn't seem like a regular church. I wonder how long it has been abandoned. I tried to step past Asmodeus, but he's lazily blocking my way up to the top of the altar. Can you move? Or what? You want to read the book up there? Duh. What else, smart guy? You seem pretty disgusted by it, so I want to see what's going on. It's just some human nonsense, a book of lies. He moves over, but only slightly. Read it if you like, but I promise you it's all garbage. Should I read it? I mean, why not? Why not? Great, thanks for the info. I push past him, my calf bruising against his thigh as I trudge up the steps. Hey, watch it. I feel a hand climbing down onto my leg forcefully.
Hey!
Oh. Hey G, you're the one who didn't move. I kick my foot forward and he loosened his grip with an annoyed grunt. Asmodeus moves over to let me walk by without any more confrontations. When I approach the podium, I see that the leather-bound book has been shut, so I can peek at where Asmodeus left off. The cover is similar to Ingrid's journal. There's nothing fancy about it. There's not even a title on the front, and when I open it, I see scratchy handwriting. This wasn't mass-produced on a printing press. There must only be one copy. I flip to a random page and see a lot of doodles followed by what looks to be a sermons. I begin to read one aloud. We are gathered here today to celebrate the impending return of demonkind. Just as we have once lived together in harmony with our demon brethren, we shall do so again. We offer our thanks and praises to the 7 princes of demonkind for their most ultimate sacrifice. Okay, no more. Stop reading that filth. I can see him getting visibly upset as he twists his body to face me. His brows are furrowed and he has a glare trained on me. Should I keep reading? Yeah. Yes. I ignore Asmodeus and keep reading. He doesn't want me to see whatever in this book, or perhaps he doesn't want to hear me read it aloud. Either way, I have a right to know more about what's going on. So far, things have seemed pretty tame. What else could this book really say? As such, we offer up our own sacrifice, 7 virgin women, to birth the 7 demon princes to this world once again. It goes into detail about how woman were going to be tortured in preparation for the birth of the seventh demon. Okay. I place a hand over my mouth. It's sickening to read. Perhaps I should have hated Asmodeus born. Yeah, perhaps I should have do that. The people who runs this church were in some kind of cult. Obviously what they did to those poor women didn't bring forth the demons like they had hoped. I wonder if Asmodeus feels bad about what these people were doing in his name. You done? Yeah, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Asmodeus. I don't want to read that again. I don't have the heart to argue with him on this one. I nod my head and walk down towards him. So we don't have any clue. Okay. Asmodeus stands up suddenly and walks over to the entrance of the cathedral. He taps his foot twice before turning to yell to me over his shoulder. Let's venture forth. You must have figured out where to go by now, yes. With a groan, I begrudgingly drag my feet towards the man who is already almost halfway out of the doorway. Okay, enough of your games. You know very well that I can figure out where to go on my own. Speak to me plainly or we won't get anywhere.
My liege.
Ooh, okay. Very well, my liege. He bows in front of me before walking out of the room, expecting me to follow suit. Okay, finally we are getting out of this place. Sunlight seeps into my skin and I shut my eyes tightly. I told you to speak plainly, not just lead me where we need to go. I want to understand. Really? Could have fooled me. You didn't listen to a word I said. I tried to, but I didn't understand most of it. I grinned sheepishly at him, but he waved me away. Some kind of mage you are. You don't even know about the arcane forest. I will dumb it down for you. Not too far from here is a mystical forest hidden away by the power of magic. Then he stops walking, throwing his arm in the air with a grand motion. And in that magic forest is a series of magical traps and puzzles protecting the pieces of the dagger of banishment. Makes sense, I guess. So I assume you know how to get these pieces. It will be too easy. He chuckles as he walks forward again. Well, about that. I've never been inside the arcane forest. Never had a reason to, but you are a Corvus, so you can solve it, my lady.
You can solve it, my lady.
You can do it. Come on, you can do it. I make his speech to myself and follow a few feet behind him. Though I can completely escape the demon for the time being, I can certainly keep my distance. Okay? It's getting dark? No, not dark. Getting late yet. After what feels like an eternity of walking, Asmodeus stops in place and leans against a nearby tree. He shuts his eyes tightly and takes in a large breath. You okay? Tell me, what have you noticed about our journey thus far? Take a look around us. I do as he says and look around the area. I see trees upon trees, lavish green foliage, and a path in the dirt. Though aside from the sunlight darkening, I notice no change. Yeah. Everything kinda looks... we are on a loop. Okay then. Almost as if we have gone forward and not done much of anything, yes. Yeah, kind of. You imbecile. I've taken us down the same path multiple times simply waiting for you to catch on. Yay! Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? This is a 13 level intellect being. At least she was able to catch on my tricks. You simply follow along. She? You mean Ingrid? I don't wish to talk to someone who can even pick apart something as simple as going around in circles. Are you even paying attention to your surroundings? I frown at this. Looks like he caught me. I haven't been paying attention.
Asmodeus.
Okay, listen, SMORT. Why? Okay, Titania. I begin my tirade, but he cuts me off angrily. Don't you dare call me that. I didn't raise an entire demon army to be disrespected by a full-mouthed human girl who has the gall to call herself a black mage because she followed a recipe in an old journal. You call me Corpus, my lady, my liege, take me in circle instead of our destination. I place a hand on my chin and lean forward towards him. I think Asmodeus is quite fitting. As for sure. He growls, stepping forward, his sharp white teeth bared. I don't flinch though. I'm not scared that he'll hurt me, but if I die, he'll just end up immortal and I doubt he wants that. I could use a break anyway. What say we camp here for a bit and then pick up our pace again? Absolutely not. What do you mean? We were only out here this long because of you. It's gotten dark and my legs hurt. Let me sit down for a bit. Not like you can get too far without me anyway. I collapse on the floor and cross my legs into a pretzel shape. I lean back lazily into a tree and stretch my arms over my head. Humans. He rolled his eyes and looked away from me. His hands are tied. He can do anything unless I choose to go with him. We are at a crossroads yet again. Don't you want rest? I don't need to. I don't get tired and I don't eat. At least not for nourishment. Right. You feast on the blood of humans? No. Your history books are wholly inaccurate and it's disgraceful. I don't drink blood nor will I ever find that enjoyable. What do you enjoy then? Surely you're not this grumpy all the time. You're such a confusing little things. Ha! You bring me here, insult me with your misgivings about demonkind, argue with me, and then suddenly care about what I do in my free time? Fine. Keep your secrets then. I'm not heartless? Yeah? I'm not as heartless as you make me sound. I want to learn more about magic, that's why I brought you here, not to make some kind of fool out of you. I see him open his mouth to respond, but instead he shakes his head and shut his eye. Maybe he doesn't believe me, but it's the truth. I sit like this for a while, enjoying the rest. Asmodeus hangs by but doesn't even spare me a single glance. You ready to go? I begin to stand up when Asmodeus stops me with a grunt. It's too dark now. You won't be able to see a thing and you'll slow us down. We'll start our journey again this morning. You serious? I place my hand on my hips once I jump to my feet. I'm ready to keep going, a little lack of light won't stop me. It will be even darker by the time we reach our destination, so find a suitable resting place and I will watch over you. You did this, you sabotaged us. You were the one who couldn't tell I was toying with you. I fail to see how that's my fault. Now please do the thing where your humans lay down, shut your eyes and stop talking. There is no use arguing. If he doesn't want to go and won't follow me, I can go anywhere. I'm stuck. So I might as well try and get some rest. What about you?
As I said.
Okay. I'll watch over you. It's in my best interest if you don't die. I try to get some more information out of the Prince of Demons, but he seems to have no interest. Eventually, he stalks off quite a few feet away from me, so much so that I can see him and I'm sure he can see me either. I find that I have no choice but to rest up so that in the morning we can continue our journey anew. But sleeping on the cold, hard ground with no shelter, blanket or pillow is hard. Toss and turn for what feels like hours. I do nod off for a bit, but when I awaken again, it's still dark. I squint my eyes to see where Asmodeus is, but I don't hear any movement or see his outline. He must be gone, but how far could he have really gotten? I know he can leave my sight. That thought should be comforting and I should try to go back to sleep. Right? I mean, why not? Now I can go back to sleep. I know if I try out, I'll just be tossing and turning out here. It's pretty cold and I don't have so much as a cloth covering. My cape barely drapes over my arms. I prop myself up on my arms and give one more look around the makeshift campsite. Okay. I light a small flame in my hand. This is the kind of stuff that I teach my students. Useful, yes, but very boring. All I'm really helping them do is light a candle or fill their empty glass with water. And it's already good enough. If they could do more with their magic, imagine what would the world be like. It changed for the better, I bet. I stand up and use the fire in my palm as a light. I wobble a bit, catching my footing before walking a bit of a ways away. Oh, a loud crack of lightning stops me in my track near a serene clearing. I jump back slightly, cursing under my breath when the fire in my palm goes out thanks to the slow droplets of rain falling from the sky. Great! Not only I am going to be sleeping outside tonight, but I'll be sleeping in the rain. Maybe we are not too far from the cathedral and can go back there for shelter. If only I could find Asmodeus to tell him. Where could he have gone? I turn to leave when I hear leaves rustling. Dropping from the top of a tree right in front of me is the man in question. Hello, you're up? It's hard to sleep in the rain. Yes, I suppose it is. Don't you have some fancy spell to keep yourself dry? No. I shake my head at him, squinting to try and make out his facial features. The small droplets of rain begin to pick up their pace, soaking my clothes. Asmodeus, bare-chested and all, seems unperturbed. Well, sleeping in rough terrain will build character. You'll be fine. I'll be fine? Easy for you to say. You apparently have the treetops for shelter. What were you doing up there anyway? Keeping watch. Watching you sleep was boring. Boring, yes. Wow. What do you want me to say? I relish in the idea of watching a mere human girl mumble in her sleep as she turns over too many times to count. I can feel my face heating up listening to Asmodeus' admission. Hearing him say it like that feels a bit strange. One, to have his full attention on me, and two, because it makes me a bit self-conscious. Was I really mumbling in my sleep? Ah, that's okay. That's okay.
Hey!
Stop making fun of me and fix this rainy situation. Would you like me to summon the sun once more? Or how about I pray to my holy ancestor for a miracle? Please stop messing around for like 2 minutes. It's cold out here and I'm getting drenched. Right, yes, my apologies. Here, I do have an actual idea. One moment. Okay then. Asmodeus spread out his wing as if he's going to fly away, but he doesn't. I don't know if he actually can pull himself into the air with a single wing. Still, I watch him curiously as he steps toward me and drape his black wing over my body. Ah, that's a way. Is he trying to shield me from the storm? Maybe there's a nice bone in his demonic body. Okay. Thank. Wait. Wait. It's cut. Wait. Okay, what's going to happen? I'll let my work fall as I feel heavy droplets of water fall onto my shoulder, arm, legs, and everything else. You son of. Yeah. Asmodeus. Asmodeus take a step back and finish shaking the water out of the feathers in his wing. Yeah. Right. Now that I'm not being weighed down so much, I can tell you my plan. Okay. Sleep under a tree. Sleep under a tree? I can contain my anger. Is this all funny to him? He speaks about how human wrongly portrayed his kind and yet he does something so cruel. Okay. I want to just... Oh, okay. Zap him with a thunder spell, hit him with an ice spell. Go back to the campsite. Ice spell? Thunder spell. I mean, ice spell. Yeah, nice. Ice, already a ball of ice in my cup hand. We'll see who's so smug when they get hit with a ball of ice in this cold rain. What do you have there? Asmodeus points to my hand and I shrug simply. The smirk I've been trying to hold back finally spreading across my face. Well, hello there. Oh, nothing at all, nothing at all. Just prepare to meet. Oh, okay then. Seems to me like a very average ball of ice. Are you to hit me with that? Yeah? Prepare to meet with Mr. Snowball. I mean, that was the plan. My shoulder droops at his assertion. How the heck can he tell so easily? I don't know. You're just suddenly summoning an ice after he do something to you. I think that's very obvious. Next time, try to something a little less revealing, like thunder. You can hide it better. He chuckles at me, but I'm the one who's now wearing the goofy grin. What is that disgusting look for?
Oh,
You just taught me something. You said you weren't going to, and here we are. Taken aback for a moment, Asmodeus lets out a grunt. That's a simple tip about a regular magic, not black magic. Hey, knowledge is knowledge. I'm so caught up in the moment that I forget all about the rain. Enough, go to sleep under that tree over there. He points to a very tall tree that casts a shadow even in the moonlight. Enough cover to keep most of the rain at bay. I can't do anything about the wet clouds though. Okay, most of the damage is from him, but I let it slide just this once. Ah, there we go. And they're going to sleep. So think I have to end the video right here because it's been 30 minutes for me. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know. Their relation is starting to build up. Yeah, that's what I could say. So I'll see you later then in the next episode of A Forsaken Place. Bye bye.